Again, the element that you are an evil fucking bastard to the other side, which makes you a good guy for this. It's an inversion that I fucking love. Hey everybody, welcome back to the Stone-Faced Reactions. I'm Theta, and we're here for, I guess, the final episode of Sentenced to be Hero, for a while anyway. I don't know what the release is like on this, or the estimated when the next thing will be coming out, but we're here for this part now. I should say that we do come back as we normally do, with notes and a board, but I don't really have that much to say about last episode, because it's mainly the fighting. I feel like when we get the episodes where there's a lot of stuff to be translated, I got a lot of theory crafting to do, a lot of insight into why did they show us these particular scenes that have words to be translated in, right? Well, last time there was really just a couple of things with Kivia, and otherwise the big fight, right? So, much as I say during the Gundam reactions, I don't really have that much to say about the fights themselves. But, I do have a note section, so let's go ahead and hop into that. Sorry, right after we get to the board first, as this will be the last appearance of the board for a while. We have the board change log. I've connected Iron Whale to Neely and Jace with a red line. I connected Shiji Bao to Neely with a red line. I marked Shiji Bao as dead. I connected Rhino to Iron Whale with a red line. I marked Iron Whale as dead. Then I connected Bajoom to Xylo with a red line, and then I marked Bajoom as dead. That is our current update. Typically, I do final updates to the board in the beginning of the next season. So, whatever happens this episode will be updated whenever we get more Sentenced to be a Hero, I guess. I should also say, typically this would be normally where I would announce like some sort of ranking that we were doing for the show. But since recent times, I guess, we started our own website, and every series on there has its own character ranking. So, you want to participate in the character ranking for Sentenced to be a Hero, or want to earn points towards recommending new shows for us here to watch on the channel, head on over to stonefacedreactions.com, look at the ranking, look at the watch pages, the link to the ranking will be there as well. Participate. That's right, double the shill. Anyway, on to notes. I have to think that the plan here is that Gundam Classic unite everyone by having a common foe, and the surprise typically is that the common foe is a false flag for the bad guys, uniting everyone under them. So, in this case, I would have to assume that Marlin is going to turn out to be a coexister in league with the other higher-ups, twisting things behind the scenes. I mean, one of my many guesses, to be sure. The way Kivia reacts to the prayer, you'd think he was saying something obvious that anyone would recognize. By which I mean, if it was obviously bad, everyone would recognize it as obviously bad. But beyond this arc and the knowledge that it was the name of the leader of the temple from the First War of Subjugation, this is basically it for us in that name. I mean, again, unless they give us something this episode. Like I said during the reaction, I get what Rhino is getting at. He's essentially establishing a triage for the survivors. If people have to be abandoned, who to abandon first. It's kind of funny that a recent clip of Garp from One Piece has been floating around that I happened to see that addressed this very same thing. Long story short, his point of view was to save the kids and disregard the adults that could not save themselves, as they already had their shot. Which again is Rhino's point of view, right? So now, from the perspective of what's going on here, the proactive nature of the question does make it seem like a Sav-style setup of asking who he could kill, and less who he should protect the most. Plus, we already have an off sense about him, so there's no telling. He may have volunteered to be a hero, not because of any of the more nefarious reasons that I have stated before, but just because he wanted an opportunity to kill people. That Bajoom has a king isn't really much of a hint towards anything. I suppose it is some insight into the organization that is the Demon Blight. Iron Whale could have been wrong, though, implying that Demon Lords have lords, as there is no reason to suspect that whoever Bajoom is talking about is actually over Spriggan. It could be that Bajoom is on loan from another Demon Lord, someone of equal stature as Spriggan. Of course, this is an anime, so entirely possible that there will be a level above Demon Lord. I've already mentioned the idea of a corrupted goddess before. There is also the matter of the unknown origin of the Demon Blight, whether it comes from the same source as the goddesses do. For example, meaning it could have been created by humanity in ages past, or the element of Tatsuya, possibly representing an isekai, and Tiareta pulling swords from an other space could imply that the Demon Blight could be from elsewhere. All of these things could imply a king as being something completely other to everything that we currently know. In the long run, as per the map on our board, we have not really explored all that much of the world, or the lore for that matter. Hearing Rajit in English, he sounds less suspicious than I pinned him for last reaction, but I am still quite suspicious. We got this one last episode at the moment. Betrayal and reveals are certainly to be afoot. Rajit either getting killed or betraying us is certainly in the cards, especially after Kivia tells him something that no one else can know. I mean, if this was Game of Thrones, back when Game of Thrones was good, that would be certainly a red flag for Kivia herself being killed. Not really sure why Iron Whale said that what Rhino did was beyond artillery as he was dying. Obviously, my only clue would be the entire suspicion I have about Rhino already, but nothing there is clear or actionable for me to have, thoughts about. We just saw him firing off shells. I mean, granted, they were the same color as Iron Whale's shells. Again, I got no idea. And as I said, not many thoughts here, so my final thought. So that sword is known as the world-ending Holy Sword. Pretty ominous. Also apply that knowledge to what I said before about the demons possibly coming from the same place as the swords and whatnot. That hammer space realm that Tiareta seems to open up portals to. No clue if that applies or not, but Bajoom did know about that sword, so that could be the connection. I didn't write a note about this, but I was also trying to think about the poetry book that both Xylo and Bajoom read, and if that was a clue to anything. But it's the dude died from falling off of his roof. You know, the drunk dragon or whatever the hell it's called, the book. I translated the cover just to verify that Bajoom and Xylo were reading the same book, and they are. But I mean, that's really all I know is the author fell off a roof and died. Unless it's a cover. It's that was the first humanoid demon lord that he didn't actually fall off the roof. He got killed, and then I don't know. That's the most I can get out of that. There's no real theory crafting behind this. But yeah, those were my notes. That was the board. Here at the final episode before we start watching, I got nothing left. So let's go ahead and hop on in and see what the shock is going to be.
But before we get started,
make sure that you hit the like button,
hit that subscribe button,
comment down below to feed that algorithm.
On top of all that, if you want to watch more shows like this, unfiltered,
uncensored,
and uncut,
as well as some early access stuff,
you can check it out over on the Patreon.
It's just $5 a month, but hey, no pressure.
There's zero pressure in order to do that. It's just a little bit of extra support, and it would be greatly appreciated.
I also just noticed it's going to be a 29 episode minute one, so extra 5 minutes for something. He did get scratched in the back of the leg. I wonder if that's going to play out for something. She better not die. That would be a hell of a fucking shocker. She ran out of power or something. He was thinking back to, what's her name during the last fight? You know, a little bit of return to who he used to be, I guess. This whole episode could ruin. Spriggan. Fucking Spriggan.
護衛相手が増えたな。テオリッタ、お前はここで待っ。
そこの小さきものよ。
おい。
安心しなさい。女神テオリッタと我が騎士ザイルフォルバンツ
Walk right into a trap.
あなたの安全を約束しましょう。急いでその方の治療もしなければ。あなたのお名前は？私。大丈夫ですか？
Are we about to get corrupted? Yeah, there we go. We set that up earlier. Don't even fucking know. Oh, no, so just shoot a kid. And that's funny from Zav. Ah, shoot, did I just shoot a kid? It's really reminded me of the kid from Fearin', except that kid just fucking died immediately. So are we just letting Spriggan get away?
あいつがスプリガンかもな。やっぱ魔王現象にとってお前は脅威みたいだ。
望むところです。
Are they all like clones of the same kid? Because they all seem to like do the same thing, want the same thing.
ええ、そこが私たちの居場所ですから。でもその前に、わかるでしょ？私は思い切り、それはもう徹底的に褒めたたえなさい。
We're really in like all the emotional curves here. We go from oh shit, she almost died to it's pretty fucking adorable.
しかし団長と歩兵長はどこへ
She told Rajit something, and then Rajit went missing too.
いつも一番槍を持ってかれますから。
皆の者、よく戦った。今後も軍部と神殿が共に力を合わせ。
Oh, okay. Never mind. They're just here.
どうだったフレンシ。
あなたの予想していた通りだったわ。
I'm gonna guess that Marlene had a thing with I can't remember his name. Starts with an L. The guy who was just chopped in half we saw earlier.
まずは損傷の修復を。新たな帰省先。
ああ、こんなところにいたんだね。
Venetim? No, Rhino. Okay. No, I guessed Venetim.
会いたかったよ、スプリガン。あれ？知らなかったのかな？実は魔王現象が周囲を侵食する際には独自のなんというか波があるんだ。同族ならそれを捉えられる。
I already suspected this, so this isn't like a huge thing. I imagine most people would have thought about this.
聞いてくれよ、スプリガン。 懲罰勇者に身を置いている僕だけど、どうやら僕の犯している罪は勇者部隊の中では最も底が浅くて単純で分かりやすいみたいなんだ。
Pride?
なんだと思う？
He's a volunteer. We know that, so he didn't actually commit a crime. So pride?
それはね、同族殺しだ。僕はそれに快楽を覚える性質だしね。
okay, well.
人間はすごいよ。こういう性質はすごくありがちで動機としてつまらないものだって言うんだから。つまらないって本当にすごいよね。それで僕はもう全面降伏。何でも言うこと聞きますって感じだよ。倫理観も学んでいる最中なんだ。君たち魔王現象にとって僕は単なる殺人鬼に過ぎないということも分かってきた。自分の楽しみのために同族を殺す陳腐でつまらない。
This is pretty creative character concept.
だけど人間にとっては英雄に当たるらしい。なぜだろうね。この辺の理屈はまだうまく説明できないんだ。そうそう、さっきから君のその声、なかなかいいね。すごくワクワクする。殺すまでに時間をかけたい気分だ。
Again, I'm not surprised about Rhino, but this being his thing, this is pretty cool.
バックプーカー。人間からはこの肉体の元の持ち主の名前を使ってライノーと呼ばれている。では、良い夢を、スプリガン。
Again, Spriggan killed all those fucking kids. I got no sympathy. Again, thought that about Rhino, but I thought it was going to be some sort of ulterior motive fucking thing. Didn't you die? Hate it when the anime characters just respond to me.
彼らを殺すにはもっと人間の血が必要だ。
Again, the element that you are an evil fucking bastard to the other side, which makes you a good guy for this. It's an inversion that I fucking love.
ありがとうございます。叔父上におかれましても卓越した素晴らしい式であったと聞いております。
運にも恵まれたのだ。古の聖人たちの祝福であろう。
こたびの功績で、
That we've been loop doing that forever.
の中でも筆頭に立たれるでしょうね。
もしそのような栄誉に預かるとしたら、まずは人事を一新しよう。我々はもっと団結しなければならない。その際にはパトーシェ、お前の置かれている状況も改善する必要がある。
Confrontation time?
人事の一新ですか。では、そこで神殿の幹部を強制派の一党に入れ替えるおつもりですか。
So, what I said. Time to explain yourself?
リデオ・ソドリックを尋問したのか。
奴が会っていたという強制派の使者、マハイゼル・ジエルコフ。
神官や司祭がブーンを祈る際には皆その名を名乗る。それがどうした？
中央やその他の地域ではジエルクフと発音します。ジエルコフと呼ぶのは北方出身者のみ。
I feel like that's something I didn't pick up at all.
ギルドを動かせるほどの財力があり、
So also, remember, we heard that name in episode 1.
疑わしい人物は絞られます。叔父上はろくに外の世界を知らなかった幼い私を折に触れて連れ出してくれた。両親とは別の道を、自分の人生を歩もうとする私に必要なものを与えてくれた。この件もそうです。
He was planning to promote you again, too.
私を連れて町に出るとき、叔父上が決まって名乗る記名がジエルコフでした。
覚えていたか。
忘れるはずがありません。無論叔父上の行動記録も確認済みです。それに先ほどまでの戦い、
The book that we saw her reading.
フェアリーを発見したという部隊。叔父上の言葉によれば七人一丸隊ということでしたが、そのような部隊は存在しませんでした。
なかなかの手際だな。
叔父上、なぜ強制
Now, is he going to be just a coexister, or is he going to be a demon lord?
大事な者たちのためだよ。
動かないでください、叔父上。
私と私の家族、
叔父上。
そして神殿に経験なる者たち、彼らを救いたいのだ。
You have to think, conceivably, he's already surrounded himself with people that are
罵倒者、
of his nature, right?
人類はやがて敗北する。だからせめて心の正しい者と私が愛する家族は無事であってほしい。
ならば
Didn't work out for, what's his name?
それ以外のものは
知ったことではない。誰だってそうだろう、パトーシェ。それとも家族よりも見ず知らずの人間を救う英雄にでもなりたいのか。
叔父上、私は。
お前はどこか幼く大人になりきれていない部分がある。成長しなさい、パトーシェ。
There's just no guarantee that they would protect you anyway.
できればお前も強制派として今後の世界の運営に関わってほしい。
私は。
人類は魔王現象に敗北する。我々は生き残った人間の中で管理者の側に立たない。
Glory over what?
残った者たちに正しい導きを与えねば。
やめてください。
I thought he was gonna get shot in the head.
叔父上、私はあなたを本当に尊敬していました。
I think our boy behind her is actually going to be on
泣いているのか。
on Marlon's side.
たとえ
She's about to get double teamed.
関係がなかったとしても、顔や名前を知らない誰かでも見捨てるなんて間違っている。
パトーシェ、それはひどく独善的で異常な考え方だ。肥大化した自我による英雄思想とでも言うべきか。思えば私がそのように育ててしまったのかもしれんな。
黙れ！ラジート、拘束しろ！
Ain't wrong. Maybe Rajid is on the up and up. Well, I said Rajid was gonna get killed. One of my 3 guesses. Holy fuck. Dude got fucking Breaking Badded.
残念だ、パトーシェ。お前のことは娘のように思っていたよ。
What the fuck was up with this guy? Like, he has his arm fucking cut off and just like, no problem, I'll just switch. Jesus fucking Christ. Did she get hit too? The artwork fucking up a notch on this fucking episode. Yeah, can we like fucking get out of this somehow? or are you just gonna get accused of murder and fucking...
まだ戻らねえのか。キビアにバレると厄介だぞ。
ベネティム、そろそろあいつに首輪と鎖でもつけとけよ。
That fucking scene makes the season. Like, legitimately, even if the rest of the show had been bad, that was such a fucking great shot. I mean, I don't know what to say.
あの人がまだ生きてるフェアリー持ち帰ってくるの見たことありますよ。ねえ、トッタさん。うん。なんか標本にするって言ってたよ。ああ、兄貴、俺の分も残しておいてくださいね。
愚か者め。最も働いていない者が何を言っておる。サーブ。ライノーと共に反省を命ずる。そんな。俺がテオリッタちゃんのピンチを救ったんすよ。
By shooting what you thought was a child.
ザイロ。
フレンシ。
無様な姿ね。こんなところで何をのんきにしているの。
悪いな。今日はもう店じまい。
Gonna reveal what happened to Kivia?
お前の罵倒にも付き合いそうにね。
だらしのない。それでもマスティボルト家の婿。冬眠中のユモリザルにも劣ります。
いいから休ませろ。
Hot Springs Monkey during hibernation.
でも、この町への攻撃は陽動でした。
は？え？それって。
魔王現象アバドン。第9世騎士団の防衛網を破り、第二王都を吸収したそうよ。
Second capital would have been the temple, right? Nope. If he's saying his capital, then it has to be, Ioff? God, I forgot the name of the other place.
まさか。
ええ。第二王都が陥落した。
So much for my uniting thing. I can't get anything right. Zaylant.
ガルトゥイル要塞と第一王とは喉元に刃を突きつけられたようなものですね。
So the M name one must be the other place then. No, Galatool is the... Fuck it, I can't figure it out. I'll figure it out later.
すみません、少し開けてください。
なぜマーレン様を殺した？お前が死ぬべきだ。
Is Kivia going to be made into a hero, or is she just going to get executed? Was that the priest guy from before? From the mines and from the first episode? Oh, I can't blame Brigitte on her.
違う。お前はマーレン大司祭の人望とその能力を恐れた。だから人類を裏切り、おじと部下を殺した。
Why are you even asking if you're gonna assign an answer? I forgot. I forgot how bad these confessors were.
私の部下はどうなった？勇者部隊はザイロ・フォルバーツはどうしている？なぜ裁判を行わない？法廷で話をさせろ！
I mean, even the hero unit all got put before a trial. Or confessor unit, whatever the fuck you call it. God, it kind of feels like Kivia's story has turned into a completely different anime.
少し議論に時間がかかってね。あと一人がギリギリだったので、いろいろと
The fuck are
迷った
you?
よ。
Not the glasses guy. He's our guy. The person beside him. That one.
パトーシェ・キビア、元第13世騎士団団長。軍人としての能力もさることながら、その精神面には驚かされたよ。恩義ある演者を手にかけるとはね。 尊敬する恩人さえ顔も知らない誰か
I
の
thought
た
that
め
book
に
was summoned from a
容赦
different
なく
place.
裁ける。明らかに個人の利得の範囲を超えた行動だ。まさに英雄としての信念、あるいは妄想と呼ぶにふさわしい。
I did proposition that it could be the glasses guy. He's actually a good
私の
guy.
女神は本を召喚する。情報を召喚すると言ってもいい。ああ、わかってるよ、エンフィーエ。ありがとう。
Oh, well, there you go. Oh, is that the future? It's on my board.
そう、12番目の聖騎士だ。あなたとは同僚だったということに。
Third goddess. Is that the third goddess of foresight? Sorry, I had to tab over my board real quick to take a look.
提示させてもらう。道は2つだ。1つ、このまま強制派の一員として死刑になる。2つ、懲罰勇者となって魔王現象と戦い続ける。勇者は死んでも生き返らされ、行動の自由はない。名誉もない。誰かのために全てを捧げる。
So was I right?
私なら断るし、
Was I right and he's actually a good guy?
適性があるとも思えない。
勇者とは勇者系とは何なのだ。
はあ、答えられる範囲で答えよう。噂ぐらいは知っていると思うが、第一の女神は英雄を召喚する力を持つ。大昔の
So
大戦
Tatsuya,
時は
Isekai.
世界から英雄を召喚していたんだが、どうも意思の疎通が難しかったらしくてね。そこでかつての人々は方針を変えた。この世界で死んだ人間を英雄として呼び出すことにしたんだ。
死んだ人間を召喚。蘇生か。
その通り。彼らは魔王現象との戦いの最前
That's
線
the book from episode 1.
死ぬことすら許されず戦い続ける。
それが勇者。勇者系。
いかにも今懲罰という形をとっているのは、まあいろいろと事情があってね。それに
It's definitely a lore
第
dump.
一の女神の能力も完全ではない。何度も蘇生を繰り返すとどうなるかはあなたも知っているはずだ。
記憶の一部が失われ、精神が摩耗していく。
人間には魂とでも言うべき何かがあるらしくてね。対象をどれだけ正確に思い出すことができるかで、召喚の蘇生の精度が左右されるようだ。エンフィーへの記録も補助にはなるが、第一の女神は
Also, I'm thinking I'm wrong about her being the third one of prophecy, even though she's got the knowledge thing. Since they said they're part of the 12th.
それほどまでに勇者は切り札になり得るのか。
まあね、私はそうであってほしいと思っているよ。明かせる秘密はここまでだ。枷の聖印と修理の話はいずれまた。それでど
Yeah,
う
it
する？パト
doesn't change that much, but it does change a lot. At least to conceive about what things mean.
勇者になるといえば、私をここから出せるんだな。
Yeah, but we'll modify you.
でも一度死んでもらう必要がある。分解してここから運び出す。こればかりは仕方がない。女神を信じて死ぬか、信じずに死ぬか。選択肢はその2つ。
Really, it's one choice.
私は神官の家に生まれ家を捨てた。数少ない理解者だった叔父はこの手で殺した。
I mean, to be fair, he was brutally going to kill you first.
部下や勇者部隊は私の罪をどう思っているのかと。正気を失ったと思われたならまだいい。だが軽蔑されているとしたら
I think this is like beyond caring about that shit right now. That, though, however, is a concern.
たちにあの男にそう思
Oh, we don't have to think about Rashid anymore. He's certainly gone.
耐え難い。もう一度戦うことを許されるなら、私は誰とも知れない人々のためにこそ戦うと誓う。勇者になろう。
Go figure, the entire series we've been watching everyone else get little moments of backstory like this. And in reality, it seems like this has been really just her backstory for whatever happens next season.
私としてはあなたの勇者化には今でも反対だ。しかしその誓いには敬意を表する。さあ取りたまえ。
Oh, gonna kill ourselves? Or do I have to appear to have tried to escape and you're gonna kill me? Harsh.
あまたの命のため君の覚悟を見届けよ。パトーシュキビア、君を勇者系に処す。
What a fucking harsh episode. Really? That was 29 minutes? That fucking flew by. I guess the beginning of the episode really just set you up to... Yeah, wow, there's less than a minute left. The beginning of the episode was kind of just a... My brain just can't handle the fact that we're at the end. This is the end. The beginning of the episode, where we get juxtaposed between the comedy element of how Tiaretta is acting versus the seriousness of her almost assassination, right? To then back in the sewers with Rhino and that reveal and the death of Spriggan to, you know, Marlin's whole coexister thing. Well, I thought we were gonna get like one final reveal there for a second. Yeah, this was a good season. This is a really good show. This is a really good show. Like, I don't know what to say. I mean, at the end of the day, I kind of wish I had been worse at doing what I do, considering that I basically guessed everything. Granted, for everything that I had 3 different guesses. Although I will say, I did not guess that all of this was a distraction to take the second capital, which I think I guessed wrong, but I did know the names of the 2 different capitals. So, also, my guy, Norgale, throwing me off, because he says, oh, my capital, and he is the one who previously referenced the M name capital. I'm not going back to my notes at the moment, but was it 2 episodes ago, we talked about this, that there might be 3 capitals. In fact, I think there is only 2, which means that one of them has a double name and one of them has a singular name. Yeah, no, I mean, I guessed that he was going to be a coexister. Like I said, I don't think anything that I said, other than deciphering the language, I don't think that anything I've put out there is something anybody else hasn't already thought of. I think I am not spearheading this one. At the same time, though, just about everything's been true so far. Did not anticipate that it'd be so fucking gory and dark, that confrontation. Although I guess, to be fair, he did outrank her, and I assume put other coexisters into positions around him, so that when he got taken out, it was a foregone conclusion what was going to happen to her. So, not a huge surprise. More surprised, I guess, that the entire end of the episode focused entirely on her. Because, I don't know, half in my head I was like, oh, Xylo and gang are going to come and break her out because we have built up a personal relationship over time. And the other half was they can control the heroes essentially no matter what, so there was going to be no saving her. I think I put out there before that guy could turn out to be a good guy, and it just, the perspective of the show is such that he is present for everything makes him seem like a bad guy. Turned out to be true. There's 2 other goddesses that we hadn't met yet that I had on my board, if you remember, which was the 3rd goddess, which is the goddess of foresight, which they said was useless, which could also be explained here by the fact that this guy may have put out there that she's useless so he could keep using her. And then there's the mystery one, which is the goddess of storms, which we've never seen. I have the outlines of the 2 on the board. I would say that the outline that I have for the goddess of foresight, I don't know if I could apply it to the person we saw here. And there's also the element, and this is the main one that I'm throwing out there that makes me think that I'm wrong, is that I think that guy said he's with the 12th company, right? And it seems as though, let me look back up here, Cinerva was the 5th goddess, Xylo was the former captain of the 5th Order. We had the 9th goddess, Pelmeri, who was the 9th, I just said she's the 9th goddess, I don't know, I'm repeating that, who was under Horde Glibios, rather, who was the captain of the 9th Order. So it seems to be the number of the goddess is the number of the order that she's in. So the 3rd goddess should be with the 3rd Order. So it does not make sense for that to be the 12th goddess and to be in, to be the 3rd goddess and be in the 12th Order. So I believe that's why I'm wrong there. Yeah, I guess I just don't have much more to think about here. The element that it was pretty graphic and gruesome going through, like, it turned from, I guess, normalish anime style. Everything's like bright, like the demon blight when it hits everything. Everyone's like neon colors, but that was like dark and gritty. We went from colorful anime to Dark Horse comics. Like, I don't know what to say there. But Zoom still being alive is a fucking shock. Just literally marked him as dead, so now he's back. I guess we have Abaddon to look forward to whenever that season comes around. Not much came from Spriggan. Spriggan shot their shot, got themselves half killed. I still think it's funny. Sav, oh, did I just kill a kid? Just, no idea what he's doing. Just, did I kill a kid? Norgale's whole thing, not resolved. Obviously not, because it's just the first season. I could see this being a long-running thing. Because you remember, what was it? It was either episode 1 or episode 2. They covered the element. I think it was episode 2. No, maybe it was episode 1. They cover the element that half of all livable land has already been overrun by the Demon Blight. So now we just lost second capital. But then again, I don't have a greater map of the world to reference. Even if I had deciphered the map behind the guy back at Marine Fortress, that was like a local map still. I don't know what else to say here. It was certainly an amazing episode. I enjoyed it thoroughly. Most of the stuff I saw coming. I'm glad that the stuff that I guessed did get confirmed. But certainly we're setting ourselves up for, I don't know. I'm hoping that Kiviage is just part of the group now. And it's more of a matter of, you abused us, now you get your comeuppance. It turns into I don't know. I don't know what I'm hoping for here. I want more. I want to see Kivia in what's the number? The 914? What is it? 904 9004. I want to see her part of the group. I liked the dynamic that she had with Xylo and Tiaretta. However, of course, that's got to be definitely changed, and her name hasn't been like dragged through the mud. You know, she's gonna be labeled as a coexister. I don't know. I understand that sometimes I fill a lot of these spaces with I don't know. That's usually just me in my stupidest moments trying to buy time to think of just at least one more thing. Because I think we're coming up here to the very end. I don't have much else to add. Rhino was exactly what I thought he was. The final shot that we got of the heroes, not much to say there. I did not think. No. Even then, sorry, I was about to say I didn't think Marlin was going to die the way he did. Certainly, he turned out to be more of a badass than I thought he was. Again, blue Rashid, he got Breaking Badded, but got his arm cut off, and he was like, nah, no problem. Switches to the next blade. I thought she was going to be half dead because I thought he actually got the hit in before she stabbed him through the neck. Like, there was like, I anticipated there was some measure of, I don't want to kill my family, so I'm going to have you kill me. But he went for it. He just fucking went for it. Great episode. Great fucking episode. Unfortunately, though, I think that's where we're going to have to leave it here until, I guess, whenever the next season comes around. I hear it on good authority, though, that what's going to be taking this time slot for the next time we're recording is To Be Hero X, which is a show I don't know anything about at the moment. But if you liked our reactions to Sense to Be a Hero and are wondering what's going to fill up next time, keep an eye out for To Be Hero X. Until then, once again, I have been Theta. This has been Stoneface Reactions, and we will catch you again next time. Bye-bye.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching another Stoneface Reactions. If you have an idea of another video we could go ahead and watch, go ahead and put it in the comments down below and we'll add it to the wheel. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let us know what you thought about this video, what parts you liked. And until then, we'll see you next time. Is this too goofy?